My name is John, and this is Isabella, and welcome to this week's spooky edition of Springville's favorite broadcast, The Jungle.
Today we will be going in depth into October's beloved holiday, Halloween, and how we in our community celebrate this age-old, sugar-induced costume party.
That's right, and one of the staples of this holiday is the movies that couple it. Love them or hate them, Halloween movies are extremely paramount in how we celebrate the holiday. And now let's cut to Ellie as she gives us the scoop on some of SHS's students' favorite Halloween classics.
Today is one of the scariest days of the year, Halloween. This day is always filled with fun activities such as trick-or-treating, dressing up, haunted houses, and especially Halloween movies. I interviewed some of our students and teachers to find out what Springville's favorite Halloween movie is.
My favorite Halloween movie would probably have to be Hocus Pocus.
My favorite Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus.
My favorite Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus.
My favorite Halloween movie is 13 Ghosts.
Okay, my favorite Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus.
Mine is Coraline.
My favorite Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus.
My favorite Halloween movie is Halloween because I like Michael Myers, like his stealthiness and his ability to creep up on people.
Whether you enjoy family-friendly comedies or suspenseful horror movies, everyone loves Halloween movies, so make sure to watch your favorite tonight. This is Ellie, signing off on The Jungle. Back to you, Isabella and John Morgan.
Thanks, Ellie. Now for our next story, we'll tune into Grace as she gives us the scoop on the best haunted house a thrill seeker can go to.
Students at SHS celebrate Halloween in many ways by trick-or-treating, dressing up, and going to Halloween parties. But the festivity that gets people in the Halloween spirit the most is going to haunted houses. There are many different haunted attractions that open in October, so I asked a few students what their favorite haunted house was and why.
I like Aatrox because there's people outside trying to scare you before you can go in.
Okay, so my favorite haunted house would be Aatrox because they physically touch you there, so it's just 10 times scarier than all the others.
My favorite haunted house is the Haunted Mansion at Six Flags.
Aatrox.
My favorite haunted house is Aatrox because it was pretty good, and that's the only one I've been to.
My favorite haunted house is also Aatrox. I just thought it was really funny, and I just laughed at everybody, except when they tried to touch me. That was not good.
My favorite haunted house is also Aatrox because I've been to Sloss and it was better than Sloss Furnace. I just thought it was better.
My favorite haunted house is Insanitarium because they don't touch you as much.
Say my favorite haunted house is probably Aatrox.
My favorite haunted house would be Sloss because there's many different houses you can go through, and the waiting area is really fun.
This is Grace signing off from The Jungle.
Thanks, Grace. Now, Isabella and I did some research of the topic of Halloween ourselves, and we start off that coverage with Isabella's scoop on the classic Springville celebration, Treats on Main.
That's right, John. Today is Halloween, and every year the city of Springville hosts an event called Treats on Main. Treats on Main is when all of the Springville businesses come together and set up outside their businesses to give out candy. This is a time for family and friends to come together and have the fun, but also be safe. Treats on Main is today from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come out and join us on Main Street this evening. Some businesses and organizations you will see giving out treats include HBI, Vision Alabama, the Methodist Church, Save a Life, the Springville Cafe, and much more. Be sure to be a part of this stable event in our community and get some candy while you're at it.
Speaking of which, everyone wants to get the most candy when they are out trick-or-treating. But where is the best place in Springville to go trick-or-treating? I asked around, and McDonald Farms is one of the most popular trick-or-treating spots with the best Halloween decorations, but expect it to be very crowded as this is one of the most well-known trick-or-treating locations. But if you don't like an overly crowded location, another great place to go to is Main Street, as Isabella has mentioned, as it's well lit and completely safe, and some of the stores will give out candy along with parents giving out candy from the back of their cars.
I hope you enjoyed our coverage on the ins and outs of Halloween. Now we move on to Caleb and Skylar with sports.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations to the cross-country team. The boys won first place in the county, and the girls won second.
We had many top 10 finishers among the Tigers. They compete at sectionals tomorrow, so let's all wish them good luck.
The football team played its last game of the season last Friday. Let's check out the recap. It seemed as if the first and second quarter flew by. It was a real defensive battle to start, and it stayed that way for the entire first half as neither side managed to score. With just 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, the Saints managed to punch in 2 touchdowns, but failed to convert on both extra points to score 12-0 going into the fourth quarter. Springville started out the quarter great by a long touchdown pass from Hutchinson to Bonner, but St. Clair immediately responded. Hutchinson was able to find Bonner again to make the score 12-18 with 2 minutes left to play. After a failed onside kick, the game ended with a score of 12-18.
The volleyball season has ended, but the girls won their area tournament. Congratulations on the other successful seasons.
Basketball season starts soon, so be looking out for a schedule and plan out to go out and support your Tigers.
Back to you, Isabel and John Morgan.
Thanks, guys. Well, that concludes this week's news coverage. Be sure to go to our YouTube channel, The Jungle SHS, and subscribe to watch all of our broadcasts, and read our online publication, The Roar at Roar SHS.
From all of us at the Jungle, goodbye and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween from the jungle.